This video is for anybody who wants to get started on their public speaking journey, but does not know how to actually do that. And if you're curious about how to get opportunities to start speaking, then this video is for you. Because 10 years ago, I had extreme social anxiety, and this is exactly what I did to get out of my comfort zone, to start building my public speaking abilities and conducting workshops. So let's dive into this. You might be in this position right now. If you're not, that's completely okay. But I'm assuming that you're someone who does not feel as confident today. You might be introverted in nature. That's absolutely okay. You don't have enough experience with public speaking. You're just getting started. But what you do have is a lot of ideas. You have so many wonderful ideas that you want to contribute to the world. And that is the exact thing that is motivating you and pushing you to start your speaking journey. And it's a wonderful thing. Curiosity and having these ideas to express is a really, really wonderful thing. So here are 4 levels that we are going to start our journey with. Now, of course, some people might just be getting started, so they can start from level 1. If you are a bit ahead, you can catch up accordingly. First level has a few simple things that you need to do. The first thing I suggest you, if you're just getting started with public speaking, you've never ever done public speaking in your life before, every day, make a 60-second video and just upload it in your gallery. Just put it in your gallery. You don't have to share it to any social media platforms, nothing. Every day, 60 seconds, talk about how your day was or something interesting you learned or anything. That's completely up to you. The whole point of this exercise is to make sure that you slowly start accepting yourself. Now, I understand that it might be a very paradoxical concept of accepting yourself because we spend a lot of time with ourselves anyways. But when it comes to actually looking at our voice and not feeling awkward about it, looking at ourselves and not getting weirded out, it takes some patience and it definitely takes some practice. I remember the first time I shot my first video, I felt this icky, cringy feeling that, is that really me? Is that what I sound like? Is that what I look like? I kept taking retake on retake and retake. So over here, since you're not posting anywhere, that pressure is off. That is the best part. I want you to do this exercise for at least 60 days. That's around 2 months of doing this every single day. Once you start doing this, you will feel much better with your body, with your voice, with the way you look. Perhaps you might also notice that your eye contact also might improve. So these are small things that will start to improve. Then comes the next step. The next step is to pick one single topic that you're interested in. It can be anything. It can be makeup, beauty, yoga, anything you're interested in. You don't even have to be good at it or an expert at it, but you have to be interested in it. And just twice a week, make a video and post it on social media. This can be Instagram, this can be YouTube, this can also be LinkedIn. Either of these social media, or it can also be all 3. It's completely fine. What you're doing with this is you're finally exposing yourself to a small number of audience. And the best part is, since you don't know them, there is nothing to feel weird about or uncomfortable about. But yeah, of course, while making the videos, don't hide your face. You have to show your face. You have to show your voice, your personality. It does not have to be highly edited. It doesn't have to be fancy, but it is very important that you show up consistently. The next level, after you are done with doing this for 60 days and you started posting twice a week on social media, now this is something I want you to do as long as possible. Don't stop. Because once you learn how to leverage social media, your life also becomes much easier. So don't stop, you have to continue that. Level 2 is either joining a local Toastmasters group. I'm sure there are different Toastmasters groups around you where you will get physical exposure to the stage and you will finally talk to real people in front of you. You will get that experience firsthand. If not, alternatives you can do is start participating in different local events. It can be anything. It can be a football tournament, or you can host a festival. Like there's a Christmas party and your apartment is looking for a host. You can volunteer to host. That's at least how I got started. Over here, the objective is to start exploring different forms of public speaking and identify what you're good at. I have personally tried stand-up comedy. I've tried doing commentary. I have done keynote talks. And I realized that teaching is my passion. Doing those keynote talks is my passion. And that is what I stuck to. Now, you might be better at stand-up comedy or you might be better at theater. So that is something for you to discover. And the only way you can do this is by exploring different events, going to theater workshops, etc., or joining a local Toastmasters, so that you have that physical audience in front of you. The second aspect to level 2 is start live streaming. You can either live stream on YouTube or on LinkedIn as well. Both of these platforms allow you to do live streaming irrelevant of your follower count. Instagram has 1,000 follower cap. So if you are beyond that range, if you have already crossed 1,000 followers, then sure, Instagram will also help you. The whole point of doing these live streams is to improve your articulation on spot. Like right now, I'm not following a script while making this video. I know that these are the topics I want to cover and I'm able to articulate. And articulation is a very important part of communication. Once you learn to master this, it becomes easier for you to talk to anyone. So this is level 1 and level 2. Once you start with level 1 and level 2 and you complete it, I am willing to guarantee that your confidence is higher. It's definitely much higher. It would probably be double or triple of what you started with. The reason being, now you have more exposure and things are less unfamiliar. You've finally pushed yourself out of that comfort zone. Now, we have to look at level 3 and level 4. This is where the juicy part is. After 1 year of doing level 1 and level 2, you can explore level 3 of your communication journey. This can be done by meeting new people, but not in your age group, in a completely different age group. So if you're 20 years old right now, try to meet 30-year-olds. If you're 30 years old, try to meet 40-year-olds. If you're 45 plus, try to meet younger people. This way, you get new ideas and exposure. Once you start getting both of these, it's very easy to test whatever you're willing to speak about on these test audiences. How can you do this? Like personally, I used to speak a lot about finance 2 or 3 years ago. And when I spoke about finance, yes, around 3 people were interested out of maybe 10. But when I started speaking about public speaking, everybody was interested. So I understood what had mass appeal and what could benefit more people. So according to your interests and hobbies, you will have different things that you want to talk about. It can be, let's say that your interests are in yoga and your interest is also in following a very healthy diet. When you talk about yoga, 2 or 3 people might be interested. When you talk about diet, everybody might be interested. So understanding what resonates with more people is very important so that you have the broader topics to talk about. Then comes level 4, which is attaining expertise. Over here, once you have expertise in a particular field for 5+ years, it becomes very easy for you to explain complex concepts in a very simple way. And you can test that over here also. Take all the common myths about your industry and start debunking that with your test audience. Start seeing who responds to it, who resonates with it. Because the people who like what you're saying, they are the ones who are going to help you get booked for workshops. They are the ones who are going to collaborate with you and make sure that your ideas are spread. But for that to be spread, expertise is very important. And expertise in the right field. If you understand that more people resonate with a particular topic and you have interest in that topic, let's say yoga, so just continuously work on that element. And that is how you will start landing these sort of gigs. The best part is you can find people in level 3 in different places like the book clubs, the gym. There are so many places where you can find people with a growth mindset. And the more you interact with them, the more you learn and the more you have somebody to teach as well. Once you attain expertise, start teaching people for free. This becomes your small audience who is willing to learn from you. And that gives you authority. After building certain amount of authority and building a certain amount of network from here, the combination will help you achieve more speaking gigs. This is very important to understand. And this is my system to getting started with public speaking. Of course, this whole journey took me 10 years. It would also take you around the same or perhaps a bit lesser. But if you want to learn how to speak with authority and you don't have 10 years to give to this, you want to learn this in a couple of months, then you can book a call with me and I can help you get there. I can help you build that confidence, that charisma, so you're able to start talking about your ideas with people, influencing them and making an impact. If you're ready for this, I would love to see you in my Speak with Authority program. And that's it for today's video. Thank you for tuning in.